No, I'm just at Shin Falls, which is a place in Scotland where the salmon return every year if they haven't been picked up by trawlers or eaten by seals. And I'm doing it since the Ice Ages, coming back to the place where they were birthed. And it really got me to thinking about the cycle of life and death. I went for a walk yesterday on the beach last night, and everywhere I was met with death. Skulls of birds, feathers everywhere, a gull with its wing broken so it couldn't fly, a dead seal, it's a seal pup I think, and the biggest jellyfish I've ever seen. Just very humbled by nature right now. And the story of the salmon as she returns to lay her eggs. And what she does is she stops eating herself and goes into a kinetic place where the body starts eating itself because she has no energy to feed, and all her programming, her DNA is to get back to that place where she was birthed to birth her young, and then she will pass. And it got me to thinking to thresholds. And I find myself at a threshold right now, and how thresholds are so avoided by many of us because there's a release of something and we have to lay dormant for a while. There's the past, there's nothingness and no thingness, and then the future, which is yet to transpire. And I'm really with the strength, the power, and the bravery it takes to go through a threshold very mindfully. And it might be that we do, we go through thresholds all the time. We cross thresholds every day when we go to work, when we come home, when we're allowed to go out to work. Even when you leave the house to go to the shop, that could be a threshold moment. A birth, a death, a choosing to indulge in one addiction or not, the meeting of a beloved. Sorry, my eyes are going everywhere because I'm kind of looking for little salmon. Yeah, it's a very beautiful spot here actually. I'll show you. So I moved away from the main falls because there was one looking out place that people were at, and yet this is just a really sweet spot I found. And actually there was a little sign saying Jackpot, and that made me think of when we consciously go through thresholds and we allow ourselves to feel, we allow ourselves to really honor what's gone, and we really allow ourselves to be in the unknown. And believe you me, I am somebody who likes to control. I'm somebody who likes to know where I'm going. I'm somebody who likes to know what I'm going to have to eat next. Yet when we stop all that, when we sit in the place of not knowing, the space of the mystery, the place of potential, what happens is we can hit the jackpot, because we come into a new way of being and a new way of doing and a new way of becoming and a new way unfolding and seeing. And so like the salmon, as she battles, literally battles, to throw herself upstream, she literally has to propel herself out of the water with no foundation beneath her, because she's in water, she's in limbo. And so she's using the strength of her body and that gut instinct, that DNA instinct to get back from whence she came, to start a new cycle. It's almost like there's a calling to come back to the place of the beginning, And that could be the beginning of time. It could be the beginning of a new life, which is what it is, isn't it? It's an opportunity. And so when we're at these threshold points, which I think many of us are like now and have been for the last 18 months, 2 years or more, can we allow ourselves to be in the not knowing, to dig deep and true and find that place where we have that momentum within us to take that leap forward, not knowing perhaps where it is, and yet you're so guided by instinct, listening to that core place, our heart, our womb, our belly, that we come to a place where it's the jackpot. So that's my prayer for today. That's my... Oh, and as I said that, a beautiful dragonfly just flew past. Another being of transformation, you know, they go through the imago process where they are a little egg, and then they come into the caterpillar, and then they literally go into mulch like a butterfly, and then they come out. And they also come from the water to the air, so they traverse elements. They move through the elements. They come from the water into the air and onto land, and they traverse. And it's almost like all of these metaphors, all of these invitations for us as humans, for me, myself right now, you know, spirit, nature saying, it's okay, we've got you. You've got yourself. Learn to listen deep. And to do that, we have to get through the bullshit that we tell ourselves and really get into that place of inner trust. And I know for me it's a journey, it's a continuing journey, it's a journey that I face every day. So yeah, what's the jackpot and how are you going to get to it?